Good afternoon. How are you? Sorry we're starting a little late. We're trying to get my guest, get her connected, but it seems we're still having issues. So we just have to start the show. I'm hoping she will still be able to join us. Um, right, done for conversations. Today we're not doing any jiggy jagaing at all. Today is about empathy. It is about reflection. It is about sympathy. It is about our humanity. That's what I want us to talk about on the show today. You all know Bamise Anyanwola. You all know her. Now, you all know what happened with Bamise. Bamise left work on February 26th, I think it was. February 26th, it was a Saturday. She left work. She normally catches the bus around Chevron. She was heading to her brother to go and see him. It was meant to be a surprise visit. The brother's wife was in labor. But unfortunately, Bamise didn't make it to her brother's. She sent voice notes. She got on a BRT. She sent voice notes to her friend because she was concerned that the BRT bus had no lights on. She had asked him, why is there no lights on? He said, don't worry, go and sit at the back. I'll put the lights on. He didn't. He didn't stop to pick up any passengers till he got to a particular point where he picked up 3 people, 2 men and a woman. They continued. He had told her to sit at the back. From sitting at the back, she had sent messages to her friend, voice notes, expressing her concern, feeling unsafe, feeling that somehow something just didn't, when you get that feelings, we all get it. Something just didn't feel right. 10 days later, Bamise's dead body was found. My guest today we're still trying to get her on, Bamise's sister, Damilola. We're having technical problems trying to get her on, and I'm hoping she will join. Perhaps during the break we'll be able to fix it. She was supposed to be my guest. I have spoken to her a few times. She's told me how distraught the family is. I had wanted you, and I still want you to hear it from her directly. We're still trying to get her. She was going to be joining us by Zoom. As you can imagine, the morning show coming out is a little bit difficult. She was going to be joining us by Zoom. We're hoping we can get her by phone. That po you're hearing is her number not connecting, and we're going to start. We're going to continue to try because, like I said, I really want you to hear it directly from her. I want Danfo Conversationers, Lagos, Nigeria, to actually send in your messages of support. I've said to her that, look, the whole country is behind you. You need to tell your mom, you need to tell your dad. There are 10 of them. Bamise was the last born. She was very, 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 very popular. If you've seen the interviews with her brother, you would know how popular she was in the family and in her environment. One of the women who spoke on TV yesterday was her teacher. Well, should I say the woman who trained her who trained Bamise how to be a tailor. That woman liked her so much that she pretty much became a daughter to her. She fell in love with Bamise. She was very proud of her. How did I get her number? How was I able to get in touch with the sister? Because the person that she was working for also happened to be a friend to a friend, and she was distraught. That's how I was actually able to get access to them. She's distraught, absolutely distraught. I think we have her on the phone. Damilola, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Excellent. Thank you so much. I know we've had lots of technical problems. Thank you so much for joining. You're live on Nigeria Info. The whole of Lagos, the whole of Nigeria can hear you. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, ma.
Okay. All right. I want you to start first of all by telling us about your sister Bamise. What was she like?
Hmm. Bamise is a wonderful lady while she was alive. She's a peaceful maker. She's a kind of lady that tolerates any kind of situation when it is bitter and when it is sweet. When you are crying, she's always there for you. Bamise is a lady that when you are smiling, she smiles back at you.
Hmm.
Highly respectful lady. She's a lady that everybody loves, both young and old. She is a respectful lady, highly respectful,
Oh,
humble.
mm. One of the things that your brother Palumi said that touched me, and he said a lot for me about the sort of person that Bamise was. He said, "Oh, when she was still in school, because it's quite clear that your parents did a lot to ensure you guys were educated." Um, One of the things that he said, which really for me said a lot about the sort of person that Bamise was he said she was in school and I don't know how far she had gotten. And after a while, she said to your parents, "Look, I'm not enjoying this. I know what I want to be. Can I just go and train and be a fashion designer because that's what I want to be?" Do you remember that?
Yes,
Yeah. For a lot of people, that said a lot about somebody who was smart, ambitious, who was focused and determined to take her life as far as it would go. And she was determined to ensure that she was properly trained and skilled in order to start her career. So let's talk about Saturday, the day she went missing. You had told me she was going to visit her brother. Is that correct?
yes.
Okay, tell us about that, as far as you know.
What I know about that is that she already told my brother that she's coming before Saturday. My brother told her that he did not have money yet for transport to send to Bamise so that Bamise can come down to his place. So Bamise later got money and told him that she was coming, that she wanted to surprise my brother before he.
Hello, can you hear us? Pale, Damilola.
Before they killed her.
Mm,
It was a surprise that she wanted to give to my brother.
mm,
She had the gift that she wanted to give to the baby and the mother with her before leaving Chevron on Saturday, 26th of February.
mhm.
She already gave the baby's name. She said, "This is the name I want to give to this baby." Lo and behold, she left the working place at Chevron. She bought a bus, a BRT bus at Chevron, going to Oshwidi. But getting to the bus, she began to be suspicious of that driver. He wasn't balanced before a conversation with her friend.
So she sent I've heard the voice notes and I'm presuming a lot of people have heard the voice notes. So when was the first time you found out that Bamise had been killed?
It was this Monday.
Okay. How did you find out?
all the information that we have been gathering together in the family is on the internet.
So social media is the only way you've been finding out.
Yes, but we've already pictures
Mm-hmm.
on Twitter, on Facebook that we are looking for her. Before somebody gave us information that the lady we are looking for looks so much like the person they saw on the bridge. Something like that. So, when I checked the picture, I was mad. Before my brother went there, I get to know that it was my sister.
Okay. So let me just get this straight. So you found out your sister had been murdered via Facebook. Is that via social media? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Via social media. Has the police get in touch with you at all? Hello? Let me put you on hold. We'll be right back after this break. Stay online.
One step ahead with the latest news and trending conversations here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Don't tell people you've added weight. Why are you losing weight?
Yeah.
You eating. No, it's not your business.
That money, the pass is good. That finally.
You should be patient and pray to God that God is going to answer her prayer.
Please, this is not all about prayer. It's not like everything is not prayer. That is Nigerian mentality. If you're not finding happiness in your home, you pray.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
Get ready, B-boys and B-girls. Do you have what it takes to become a champion? Society for the Performing Arts in Nigeria, SPAN, presents B-Boy Change Factor Kings and Queens. Featuring B-Boy dance competition.
Trying to see if we've still got Damilola on the line. You'll have to bear with us today, I'm afraid. Damilola, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Excellent. Thank you for staying on the line. Right. So, before we went on break, you just told us that you learned about your sister's murder via social media.
Yes, ma'am.
Did the police get in touch with your family at all?
Was it before before we got to know about the murder? After?
Well, you found it the day after you found out. Did the police get in touch with you?
Yes, the police at Ayobo Aziz.
Okay.
They are the one that came.
They came to your house. Okay.
Yes.
What did they come to do? Did they come to tell you? What did they come to do?
They only pay condolence visit.
Okay. They paid a condolence visit. Okay. Have you heard from BRT? Has BRT management been in touch with you?
No. But when I got to know on Monday, I went there. And they told me that they are coming to our place to pay condolence visits to my parents. But till now, as I am speaking with you, none of the BRT workers has been to our place.
Okay. Has anybody from Lagos State been to your house or gotten in touch?
We only see media.
You've only seen the media. You haven't seen anybody else.
Yes, and somebody came to our place yesterday,
Okay.
but we don't know the person.
Okay, explain. Did the person come inside? Did they come to knock on the door? Did they ask for?
Our door is wide open.
Okay.
The person came in, and we thought maybe it's the normal way they have been coming to pay condolence visits to us. But it seems my elder brother notes that this person that is with us now is working for, like, I don't know how to put it.
But didn't the person introduce themselves? Did the person introduce themselves?
No, he didn't.
Right. So he didn't say where he was from, so you don't know who the person was.
No, it's just like the person came to spy.
Right, I see. But officially, you haven't had any visit from Lagos State. They haven't reached out to your brother, to you, to your mom, to your dad. Nobody.
Nobody.
Wow. Okay. First, before I move on, how are your parents doing? How's your mom doing?
As a mother, everybody should know the way she's feeling now. And as a father, everybody should know the way a father will feel when he loses one of his child or any of his lover.
Yeah. And you had told me that your sister, one of your sisters, when she heard the one before, immediately before Bamise, when she heard of what had happened to Bamise, tell us about that.
When she heard about the death of her sister, she began to cry and cry and cry. So she fainted. She fainted twice. And she landed at the hospital, the Ifakoija hospital. That was where her husband rushed her to. Then she started acting funny. So what my beloved sister said.
Dami, it's okay. Take your time. Wale. Wale. And Felicia was Bamishe's friend, who Bamise was sending the voice notes to. They work in the same place, Abi?
Yes.
How did Felicia take it when she heard?
Felicia isn't normal. Even before we find out that Bamise has been murdered, she wasn't herself. Because she said she wants to see Bamise. Bamise should come back to her. Because they have a lot of things that they have discussed together, that they want to become something in life. That within the period of this year, as in before December, they want to establish themselves. And they want to buy some machine and some other things like that.
They had plans.
Yes. So she has been crying that we should bring Bamise back to her, so that they can accomplish what they have planned. So when she heard about the murders, sure she.
I hear you.
Okay.
I hear you. How is she doing now, though? How is Felicia doing now?
Well, I spoke with Felicia yesterday, and I told her to be strong for Bamise. Because now Bamise did not need any of us cry anymore. But she wants us for justice, so that we can stand for our justice.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about that justice. Stay with me. Don't go away. Just stay there. I hope the network doesn't let us down. Lagos, Nigeria, you can call us on the studio line 0700 993 993 993. And the female only line is 01465 7190. Send a WhatsApp 0809 597 5805. As I said earlier in my introduction, whilst we were trying to connect, today isn't about questions. Today is about empathy, sympathy. Today is a day, this show, this moment is when I want us all to connect with our humanity. Because there is something intrinsically wrong with us when we don't connect with our humanity. There is something intrinsically wrong with us when a child dies, gets on a bus and is murdered. She didn't die, she was murdered. When she was murdered, the body is found 10 days later. The family had reported to the police. You can go and watch the brother Balumi's interview yesterday. Okay? Balumi had reported to the police, and one of the things, the responses he got was, "Don't worry, she'll be back. She's going to have fun with the man," or something to that effect. I have the quote because I wrote it down and I'll read it. Balumi actually said they treated us like we are nothing. Balumi and Bamise's friends went to the BRT bus in Oshodi, the depot in Oshodi, to go and find out what had happened. They saw the bus. Now, people are fond of saying to Nigeria or to women, you must protect yourself. You must do this. You must do that. Women too need to get smart. Bamise did everything and more. She did everything that she shouldn't have had to. She shouldn't have had to feel scared. She shouldn't have had to fear for her life. She shouldn't have been in a bus that the lights had turned off. The driver should have not had the power to switch off the light in a bus that belongs to Lagos State. He should not have been allowed to continue to drive and not pick up anybody else and only pick up 3 people along the way. Bamise should not have been responsible for whether that light was on or off, Mr. Governor. Yes, Mr. Governor. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Any one of us should be able to get on a bus, Lagos State, even if the lights are off, and feel safe, because that is what BRT is supposed to give us. Safety. It was not a downfall. One chance. Because we will get lectured about that. You two, you should know you shouldn't go on one chance. She got on a BRT bus. Yet you are telling us now. Did you put a sign anywhere? Did you inform Lagosians everywhere to say don't get on a bus if the light is off? How is she supposed to know? And why shouldn't she? Even if she did, she's not. It is not our responsibility to think for those who are supposed to look after us, who are the custodians of our state, who we elected to ensure our safety. Bamise should not have been afraid. She should not have had to turn to a friend and be sending voice notes. What happened to the CCTV? When her brother Balumi went to look to BRT station and asked for CCTV. They sent him off to go and get a police report. Fair enough. Nobody should be able to ask for a CCTV. But now that you found her body and you say you're doing investigations, why has the family not been invited to come and watch the CCTV? We see CCTV on social media of lots of other countries when they're trying to sort a crime. So you don't want to show it to the public. And I totally understand and respect that. But why has the family not seen it? Why have you not been in touch with the family? There are so many questions, and the questions are not for the family. And this is where I personally, as a citizen of this country and this state, that's where I get annoyed, because when the family starts getting asked questions, it means you are pointing at them and you are being insensitive to their pain and their sorrow, Mr. Governor. When you release a statement saying Lagosians should not be getting on a BRT bus, after a Lagosian, a Lagos child has been killed, that is pouring insult on injury. The lines are going off. Damilola, are you still there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Don't go away, stay with us. Let me answer the first call. You need to turn your phone off or turn your radio off. Please turn your radio off. Please turn your radio off. Otherwise, we have to cut you off.
My name is Mr. Joshua.
Mr. Joshua, you're in a noisy place. You have to really go on quickly.
Hello, good afternoon.
Okay. Yes, good afternoon.
Well, this is Great Mr. from Lekki.
Okay, talk to me.
See, this Bamise, the story is so disheartening. It's very touching.
Damilola is on the line. She can hear you.
That day, I could not get myself. What kind of country are we? What kind of country are we? In all these people that do this, they attend church, also mosque. We have God. We need to get close to God. Let me end it here, please.
Thank you. Thank you for calling. Let's answer the next call. Hello? Okay. Hello? The lines are not playing. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name and where you calling from, please?
I'd like to remain anonymous, please.
Okay, you'd like to remain anonymous, okay?
Yeah.
Damilola is on the line, Bamishe's sister.
Damilola, good afternoon.
She can hear you. Go ahead.
Can she hear me?
Yeah. Damilola, can you hear us?
I'd like to commiserate with the family, the entire family of Bamise. No family deserves to lose a member or a child like this. It's so sadly, honestly speaking. And I would like to also say something there.
Go ahead.
I think when a tragedy of this nature occurs, I think it's important that everyone learns something from it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I happen to use Uber and Bolt taxis a lot for my operations, and I tell all my staff that the guys who drive this thing, they are not from another planet. They're from our community, and a lot of them can be good guys, and a lot of them can have terrible intentions. So I usually tell them, when it is booked for you, note the number plate of the vehicle. Be careful with the driver. Don't sit on the back seat where a child lock can be activated for you. Take every precaution that you need to take. In the same vein, now that we know that a BRT bus that has its routes not displayed, that has its inner lights turned off at night, is not on duty, every Lagosian should know, and learn this, that we should not board those buses. Every Lagosian should know that, so that at least that prevents this from happening to somebody else.
Thank you.
If he's not displaying his route, if his inner light is not turned on, do not board the bus. Because no matter the level of background check that is done for these guys...
I need to hurry you up. The lines are literally...
Okay.
Yeah.
There are some of these guys that are criminally minded.
Oh dear. Line cut off. Damilola, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Stay on the line. Don't go away. We're going to answer more calls. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Christian.
Go ahead, talk to us. Damilola can hear you.
I'm sorry for the loss. And I must say that the driver is not. I know that the driver is hiding some certain things. That's why he off the light so that the CCTV was capturing his entering and who's going out. And when somebody dragged away from your boss, do you report to the management see what happened?
Exactly.
I believe they should hold the driver responsible and they tell us how many times this thing has happened in this bus. Because this may not be the first time. So they should ask the driver and try and manage the rest of the colleagues. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's answer more calls. We are having technical problems today because every time we answer your calls, Damilola's line cuts off. So I will have to bring her in at some point. Sorry, talk to me. What's your name, please?
This is Joy. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Joy from Ogun State.
Okay.
I'm sorry about the loss. I am also a fashion designer planning to establish. So I know the feeling, the aspirations, the plans she would have planned. I'm so sorry to hear this. I pray God just tries to comfort that family. I just pray that the government can do something about this. That I'm walking on the street and I'm scared to walk on my own street because of safety issues. I just pray that Nigeria can do better. Like we receive the sense to do better than this.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
What's your name? Yes, I can hear you. What's your name and where you calling
My
from?
name is Lukman Balogun.
Lukman, go ahead.
It's unfortunate the way the governor has taken this whole issue. If a life is being lost, and the new governor that's supposed to be the chief security officer, in conjunction with the company that owns the BLT, are now trying to prevent the truth from coming out because of...
Well, we don't know whether they're trying to prevent that yet. We don't know. Can you hear me, Lukman? Lukman.
As against the life that has been lost, it is highly unfortunate.
Yes, it is.
The life should come first, not the image. The image could be battered down and it could be corrected. What the governor supposed to have done is to have looked first at the life lost and made the corporate to face the consequences, not trying to protect the image of the BLT. People might refuse today not to board BLT, but if the governors or the owners of BLT have done the rating and making sure that the corporate is dealt with, the image will surely comes back. All what the governor is saying is simply to protect the image of BLT, which will not even hold any water. It's unfortunate.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What's your name, please?
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Azine.
Okay.
I'm on the road now.
Okay.
So I'm trying to condole the sister there that the whole country, Lagos, is with her in this matter. And honestly, it's very sad that as at this time, that Lagos state government has not deemed it fit to visit the family. Neither has the company also deemed it fit, the management of the company, to visit the family. Is very sad. Yeah. But we just pray that God will continue to comfort the family in this their trying time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Let me speak to Damilola. Damilola? Damilola, can you hear me? Hello, Dami?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so sorry. I know you haven't. Have you been hearing what all the colors have been saying?
No.
No, unfortunately, yes. We seem to be Every time we answer a call, your line seems to get disconnected. But a lot of our callers have been calling in to condole with you and your family, and just to express their support and their love and sympathy for all of you. I've got a question for you. So recently, I think the story came out today. A young lady came out, or there's a story that's come out today with a young lady that alleges that the driver had raped her too. Have you heard of that story?
Yes.
When you read it, what did you think?
Well, what I think is this man has been doing it for long.
Mm-hmm.
This is not his first time. Neither is it his second time.
Yeah.
Because if it's the first time of him doing such dirty job, he would have his fear, his guilty conscience to judge him. He would not be able to go back to work on Monday to resume work as normal.
Yeah. Now, one of the... Go on.
And I'm hearing a lot about him.
Mm-hmm.
That he has... That he do... carry passengers late in the night.
Mm-hmm.
That is the only driver that do stay back late in the night before picking any passenger.
Mm-hmm.
So I was told that many people knows that good night to be the last man standing at the BRT bus stop at Lekki Aja site. So
I have a message here, which is a support message. It's from our WhatsApp. It says, whether the lights are on or the lights are off, safety is why many commuters are using the BRT bus. It is a pity that safety is nowhere anymore. We are clamoring for justice, and Mr. Governor should put more pressure on that rather than stating whether lights are on or off. My condolences to Bamise's family. Dami, tell me, do you have confidence that you're going to be getting justice?
I have the confidence that we are going to get justice now.
Right. Tell me.
The confidence I have that we are going to get justice is because this lady is a legend lady. She has shown it to the world. She wants to save the life of people who are going to be victims so that they won't be a victim of kidnapping or a murder case.
Mm-hmm.
Just like us. Bamise has fought for those that has been killed and murdered by all the video and the voice call.
That's right.
That she took in this bus. So it is when we don't have all the clues that we will be scared of having justice.
Yeah.
And I believe in Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, His Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State. I believe that he loves the youth.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he would not want anything to happen to the youth.
Mm-hmm.
He's a father of the youth of Lagos.
Mm-hmm.
We, the Lagosians, all the youth in Lagos, I believe Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, our governor, He loves us like a brother. He loves us like a sister. And he wouldn't want anything to happen to us. Though we have not seen him to pay a condolence visit to our family. But to me, I believe he should be working underneath.
Yeah, working in the background. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I have your lawyer. I just realized that he's been on the line. I'd like to bring him in before we go on the 2:00 news. Are you there?
Yes.
Hello? I need you to be in a quiet area. Are you there? Can you hear me, Samuel? Hello? We'll have to come back to you because I think you might be having technical problems. Dami, stay on the line. Let me answer more calls and we'll come back to your lawyer. We're going to go on advert. Okay, we're going to go on a quick break. During the break, we're going to try and get your lawyer on. Dami, don't go away.
Okay, ma'am.
Downfall Conversations will be right back.
We don't just break the news.
We don't just give you the news.
Let's tell you that the race for the presidency is gathering more momentum.
Nigeria records 6 new COVID-19 deaths.
NEMA says that the death toll is 38, that they've been able to pull out 38 bodies from the collapsed building.
In-depth analysis of events.
Let's not kid ourselves. Nigerians still vote on ethnic lines. And as a result, a northern candidate you would think on paper would have more chances.
Every time
Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
It's back. Bigger and better. Your favorite soul-lifting music concert is here. Praise Jam, The Resurrection. Featuring Nigeria's biggest gospel acts and other great performances. Date, April the 18th, 2022. Time, 5 p.m. The venue, the Echo Convention Center.
Tickets now available at ariatickets.com for 5,000 Naira regular and 10,000 Naira VIP. For tickets at the venue, 7,000 Naira regular and 15,000 Naira VIP. So hurry, beat the rush and grab your tickets online now.
Your Easter will never be the same again. Praise Jam, The Resurrection. Don't be told, be there. This event is certified by the Lagos State Safety Commission.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk. Welcome back to Downfall Conversations, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Hello? We're back. Dami, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma.
Excellent.
So sorry.
No, not at all. Don't worry about it.
I'm not the lawyer, though.
You are.
I'm a caller, just calling to share my views.
Then you've come into the wrong line. Okay, technical gremlins all over today. Right. We're gonna go on the 2:00 news and hopefully we'll be able to sort out the network. All right. Stay.
Court remands BRT driver Andrew Nice in Panti Correctional Center. Lagos State suspends all activities of NURTW from parks and garages in the state, while policing high security alert in Lagos over suspension of MC Oluomo by road workers' leadership. Lagos to start publishing details of convicted sex offenders. Lagos State diverts vehicular movement on Awolowo Way between Ikeja Underbridge and Simbiat Abiola Way. Federal government says 100 women die daily during childbirth in Nigeria. Dangote warns Nigerians of food scarcity, warns maize exports banned in view of Russia-Ukraine war. House of Reps moves to establish Center for Production of Snake Vaccines. Fuel shortages cause some airlines to cancel some internal flights. Last two quarterfinalists emerge at ongoing I Beg to Differ Students Debate Tournament. International Federation of Women Lawyers a full attempt to sell a set of twin babies at Ndoki in River State. The former Anambra Governor Ezife restates gains of zoning 2023 presidency to Southeast, while Army defends decision to mount roadblocks in troubled parts of Anambra State. On the foreign scene, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky refutes Russia's claims that Ukraine develops weapons of mass destruction. And sports, D-Tigers head coach Otis Healy may resign over broken promises and unpaid bonuses. Those were the headlines. You're listening to the Downfall Conversation with Ireti Bakare-Yusuf. I'm Ivana Haifo. This is 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The news. Timely, fresh as it breaks on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Welcome back to Downfall Conversations right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Okay, we're back. We're in the last 25-minute stretch of the show. I apologize for all the technical problems we've had. Where possible, I will try to bring Dami back again, possibly next Friday, if she's available, so you can talk to her more. Dami, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I have condolence messages here that I'd like to read out to you. Good afternoon, ma'am. My deepest condolences to Dami and the entire family. I'm in tears listening to her voice. I join her and every good citizen of Lagos anticipating for justice for Bamise. We don't expect a delay of justice since there are video and audio evidence before her sad demise. Security and safety is key. The government should not fail us. That's from Chooks Okoro in Surulere. I have another one here. My sincere condolences to the family and friends of Bamise. But something that really shook me was Mr. Governor saying the BRT was locally fabricated or something. Well, I don't remember reading that, but anyway. First and foremost, I don't think we have any locally made BRT. They were imported. Meanwhile, that doesn't mean the camera shouldn't work. Lagos State government is a suspect. Oh dear, I can't read that. Sorry, cancel that out. Now, Dami, I was talking about CCTV earlier, and I remember reading, in fact, watching Bamishe's Balumi's interview where he had said they didn't show them the CCTV or the camera. Have you had confirmation that the camera was actually on? Does Balumi know if the camera was on or off? If the camera was working? Do we actually know if there is any recording at all?
Thank you very much, ma. The camera of the thing now has like two hands now. Let me just say it like that. Because there was a man we saw there at the terminal when we went there. He told us that all the BRT has camera. That anything that happens in the BRT will be shown. That the camera captures every movement, everybody that comes in. That was what he told us. Before our governor, His Excellency, Governor Sanwo-Olu, addressed and tell us that there are some BRTs that they bought locally, that they were locally made and has no camera.
Okay. But we don't know whether that bus was one of those that were locally made and have no camera. We don't know that, do we?
We don't know that.
Interesting.
We don't know that.
And actually, we can install CCTV in Nigeria. So even if they were locally made, why can't a CCTV be installed inside locally in Nigeria? Lots of people have it outside their house now. They're not a big deal anymore. Abby? So right now, you don't know whether that particular bus has a recording of what happened that day, whether the light was off or whether the light was on. That's not the point. We don't know whether there is a camera recording of what happened.
Yes. One thing I know for sure is that this Andrew Nice or whatever he's being called.
Yeah.
He is a very smart criminal man.
Okay.
He's a smart crime committer. He's very smart. Even if you want to do such, and he knows that there is a CCTV in the bus, to me, I believe he would have off it. Because it will have a way they will off the light.
Yeah.
So
I have a.
And again,
go on.
And again, we had that those that saw when they dropped my sister down from the bus. They said they saw a jeep at the back of that BRT.
Yeah.
That it was after they dropped her, the driver drove off, and the jeep followed at the back. So, and this person told us that their eyewitness that sees that scene, they saw it when they were dropping her. So, to me, I really believe the person that gave us the information concerning my sister's corpse, where they dropped her. I believe the person more than anybody now.
Else. Yeah. Now, I have a message here. Listening to the tragic news on your show, from the comments, a lot appears to be very unclear, with no solutions resulting from lessons learned. Number one, no BRT buses to be seen on the streets after a designated hour. There's nothing like that, which is true. Continually make that clear to the public. They don't do that. The tough part, when on the streets, en route to the depot, clearly, and that's a BRT that's not in service, the BRT bus should be clearly displayed with a not in service sign, so the public know that the bus is not to be used. Okay? And it says here, it's pathetic that Governor, BRT, or the representative have not paid personal condolences to the grieving family of Ayanwala, to the grieving Ayanwala family. And that's correct. I also have another message here. Says the statement of Mr. Governor about lights off was an unprofessional statement. I'm of the opinion that as he has the power to tell security agencies to stop and apprehend any BRT found with inner lights turned off. I have another message here. Let me see. Good day, lady. Good day, lady. I'm okay. A father, a grandfather. My heart was full of sorrow for the loss of the promising lady Bamise. May God grant her rest with the holy ones, and God give the families hearts to bear the loss of their daughter. In Jesus Christ we pray. Amen. Let me read out more messages for you. Good afternoon, Nigerian. For I learned that the governor said the BRT bus that the lady boarded was locally made without CCTV inbuilt. No, he said some BRT buses were locally made, but that for me doesn't mean we can't have CCTV in there or cameras. And here's a question. We're talking about this camera, and it's critically important. When on every bus where you have cameras, there should be somebody monitoring it. Those cameras are not supposed just to be for evidence after the fact. They are supposed to be evident. They're supposed to help people monitor what is happening in the buses. So is there an operating room, Mr. Governor, where these cameras are monitored? And who was supposed to be in charge of that, and what have they said? But till now, we don't know. We actually do not know whether there is a recording. I mean, it is insane that we don't know whether there's a recording of that bus, or if there was no camera in there at all. I believe we finally have the lawyer. Dammy, stay there because we're running out of time. I would really like to talk to your lawyer. Ayo, are you there? Ayo, please pick up the phone. Are you there? Are you there? We can't get you again, and we keep trying and we keep trying. We try and get you on before the show runs out. Hello, are you there? Can you hear me? No, not good. Not good. So, okay, hold on. I think he's back. Is he back? He's dropped. Right, okay. We'll keep trying him. We'll try and get Ayo on as soon as possible. And if I can't have him on, one of my other colleagues will have him on the show, because this is really not about Danfo Conversations having an exclusive. This is about Nigeria, and this is Nigeria Info. This is about, okay, so hopefully we'll pass his details to one of my other colleagues, maybe Sandra, who's coming in not so long after me. After Doctor comes on, Sandra may possibly have him on her show so that they'll be able to have more conversation, okay? Because I'm running out of time and we won't be able to get as much out of him as we possibly could. So going back to what I was saying, there are questions, and what Dami was saying, there are questions. Now, here's the other thing. They say perception is really as strong as the truth. Right? And there are some times when perception may actually even be stronger than the truth. And why do I say that? Dami, you told me that your sister's body, or we all learned of it on Monday, right? Monday this week, correct? Oh, Dami's line has cut off. So we learned about Bamishe's body being found Monday this week. The following day was Tuesday, right? Can you hear me? No. It's crazy. The lines are crazy. We're having so many technical issues. Right. So the following day was Tuesday, which was International Women's Day. So think about it. March is International Women's Month. The body of a young lady has just been found. A young lady with a promising career, beautiful, ambitious, focused and hardworking, and loved by all who knew her, who got on a bus, a BRT bus that is supposed to be safe. Her body on the 26th of February, 10 days later, her body is found on the streets. The 10th day was that Monday. The following, the day after was Tuesday. It was International Women's Day. Our governor is seen later dancing to Wasiu Kwamwan at Onikon dancing. As I said, sometimes we really need to, not sometimes. We need to check ourselves. There is something intrinsically wrong, deeply wrong. Bamise's death is symbolic of what has been happening to this country and this state. The way none of us feel safe, the way women, young women, have been at risk, the way we've been reading about young women being used for ritual killings. Bamise's death should not be the one that you are dancing Wasiu the day after to Kwam 1, Mr. Governor. But here's the thing. Why have you not called a day of mourning in Lagos State? Because it wouldn't just be about Bamise, as Damilola has said. Bamise's death, if we are to do anything at all, is that we must use it as an opportunity to ensure that there's no more other child, young lady, young man. We must use it as the opportunity for Lagosians to begin to feel safe. Mr. Governor, forget 2023. You have a job on your hands with immediate effect. By tomorrow, you need to call a state day of mourning, not just for Bamise, for all who have died as a result of the insecurity that we're experiencing in Lagos State. We must not forget. We really must. And this is one that cannot be swept under the carpet. The other thing is that justice. I'm going to draw strength from Dami. Dami believes we will get justice. As a result of which, I am also holding up to the same hope that we will get justice. Mr. Governor, we are looking to you for that justice. Dami, you're back. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I don't know whether you've been hearing what I've been saying.
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm drawing strength from you. You said you believe we're going to get justice. And
Yes.
so I'm going to hold on to the same hope that you are holding on to. But I want to ask you, when you want justice, what does justice look like for you? What is it that you would like to happen?
To me, justice is when they bring out those that are involved in the killing, or let me say the murder.
We must call it what it is, yes.
The murder of Anyanwola Oluwabamise. Let them fish all those that are involved out and judge them. In fact, the scripture says, he that kills, they will kill the person too. And I believe is in the law of our country too. That when you kill, you kill too.
Before we run out of time, I want to ask you a question. The first video we saw of when the driver was arrested, he was wearing white and he wasn't wearing any shoes. Did you see that video? It was
Yes,
at night. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
The next day, when we saw him speaking to the press, he was clean shaven and he was wearing a BRT t-shirt, which I presume is their uniform.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember seeing that? What were the thoughts in your head when you saw that?
When I saw that, I was mad at them. Because as a criminal, a suspect, when you are being arrested, the clothes on your body is what will still remain on your body till you are being released.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have any license to put on anything. So there are some things underneath which I don't understand. The reason for him putting on another clothes, not even the BRT clothes alone. After putting on the BRT clothes, we still see another one on his body.
Mm-hmm.
It was a yellow shirt that I was putting on there.
Yeah.
Later, I saw another one, a yellow and a red or wine line on it now.
Mm.
So I don't know why it's like that, because I'm really confused, and I don't know. I don't want to say much.
Yeah. We are all
I wouldn't
confused.
want something that would implicate the justice of my little sister.
Yes. We all confused. That's a question we would like answered. How does somebody, a suspect, gets arrested wearing I mean, it was nighttime. I saw him wearing white, right? With no shoes on,
Yes.
and he looked disheveled. How is it he gets arrested and wearing something, and by the next day he's talking to the press, and remember, it was said that they hadn't seen the driver, that he had been on the run. The driver was not caught. I believe he was caught somewhere else. Okay, so this same person that had been on the run, they said, was arrested in another part, in another state. There was a video. He was wearing different items of clothing. By the next morning, he's wearing a completely different item of clothing. He's clean shaven. He was calm. There was a video where he also confessed, but all of a sudden we don't see that. So, Mr. Governor, you can see why we are confused. I know you don't like people to jump to conclusions. Nobody wants to jump to conclusions. But what happens when you don't give us correct information? When you have not, it took you that long to actually speak on this crime. A press conference should have been held where you could answer questions from the media. You didn't do that. So we're having to fill the voice. Videos are coming in, they're disappearing. Drivers are dressing up and dressing down like they're on a fashion parade. Yet he's a suspect. Number one suspect. Prime suspect. Look, we've got to go. I've run out of time. Dami, last words to you. What would you like to say? We have 30 seconds.
I would just want the Nigerians all over the world to please stay with us on this case so that the justice can be made.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't want any cover-up.
Yeah. Thank you.
And again, I don't know why they cover a criminal's face.
Yes.
And open the victim's face.
Yes. Very good question. His face is covered. There's a video that my producer is showing me now. His face is covered. He's in another different item of clothing. He's wearing white and orange. Dami, go ahead.
So that is what is the questions that I have in my mind. Though I have a lot of questions, but I want to save them for another time.
Okay. Maybe we'll be able to get you back in on Friday next week without any technical issues, so you can be comfortable and talk to us properly. Dami, thank you so much for being generous, for trusting us with your story, for sharing your experience with us, and condolences from every single listener, everybody here. And also thanks to Ayo Ademilui. Unfortunately, he was in court, so that's why we're having technical problems. But hopefully, I'll be able to have both of them in next week, Friday. Or I'm going to ask my colleague Sandra to see if she can get him on. Perhaps he'll be out of court till then. Damilola, say, give our deepest love, regards, hug, to your dad, to your mom, to all your siblings, and to Pelumi, because you've all been extremely strong. The last message I have here says, your family, and this is to you, Dami, your family have been very, very, very strong and inspiring. We must stand with you. We stand with you. We, Lagosians, will ensure justice is done, whether they want it or not. I've got to go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
That is why my sister's name is Bamise.
Oluwademabawashe. It is confirmed.
So,
Amen.
kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà, gbogbo ọmọ abiyamọ,
Yeah.
wọ́n dìde
Yeah.
fún ìdájọ́ òdodo
Amen.
fún Oluwabamise, because it may be you, it may be them.
Benny.
It is me now.
Yeah.
Myself and my family. It might be your family.
Thank you.
Those that have been kidnapped and they have been killed, many of them don't know who killed them. So for such not to happen to any family again, please, Nigerians, I appeal that we should stand up for Oluwabamise.
Yeah. Thank you, Dami.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Lagos, that's it. We've run out of time. We've gone over time. Until next Friday, be well. Look after each other.
Join the conversation no matter where you are. Download our mobile app by searching Nigeria Info FM on the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store. Also, get news updates in sports, entertainment, news, and current affairs right on the app. 99.3 Nigeria Info.